Podtacular, episode 258, The Future of Halo Media, for the week of July 14th, 2011.
Hello guys and welcome back to Podtacular. I am your host, Duststorm.
I am your host, GLewis.
And we are without Brent today.
Who was that?
Well,
A moment of silence for our favorite golden voice boy.
who constantly denies it.
Wherever you are.
Yes,
He's with us in spirit, as always.
we salute you, sir.
Yeah. He's not gone, he's just not here today.
Right. Yeah, it's not like, yeah. I guess we should clarify that and say
We
that.
don't know where he's at. I mean, as far as we know, he's partying it up. Probably not. However,
Yeah.
he's probably
That's what we
playing.
hope.
He's probably playing Soul Silver. Let's be honest.
Since according to him, Pokemon Black kind of let him down.
Oh, I thought he had.
Did you ever get a chance to do it?
Gosh, I haven't.
I like Pokemon White a lot.
Of course. Why it's gotta be white, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
So it only took us 30 seconds before we got into the Pokemon talk. Good job.
Pokemon!
Gotta catch you.
Yeah. That's going to just be an issue of like for.
Well, I guess the topic of this episode is gonna be more.
Whoa. We got to introduce
Okay.
our guests. Hello.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, just
Reintroduced for me.
We do have some guest hosts from the
Great.
community.
Have you just like completely forgotten what you're supposed to be doing here?
It's been a long time. All right.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I drank the Kool-Aid. It's been a while. Okay.
It's been a while.
I have not tasted the Kool-Aid in a couple long nights. Okay. Anyway, we have. I guess you can call them celebrity guest hosts, maybe. I don't know. They have their own podcast now.
That would be nice.
Daft
I'd like
wasn't the last time he was on, and
That was in like January.
so you didn't.
That was
have
just before we got started.
Yes. Okay. So
Yeah.
we
Greg,
have
are you
Sid-
typing?
No. This is the
'Cause
most
I keep on
sensitive
hearing
mic
this-
in the world.
I am not typing either, so
Like I'm seriously sitting here. I lay my hand on the table, and Dustin's like, "Did you just like swing a baseball bat at a car?"
You need to
No,
get a better mic. My mic doesn't even do that.
How's it? Okay, why would I need to get a better mic if it can hear everything?
A
How can
good
you
mic will filter out the low-level sounds.
That's what you meant. Okay. So we
A
have two
quality
guest hosts.
mic.
Okay.
How about that? Does that work for you?
We're using the one that I bought, the handheld one.
No.
No, okay, I didn't know what you used. Because if I
I'm
had
using
that,
my podcasting mic.
oh, listen to this.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Lame.
quality
podcast.
Oh.
control.
Hey, so we can write the check. We can make sure we get it this week. Can you say what mic you wear? So we can get the check. Come on.
What mic I wear?
Yes. The you use for your podcast mic. That does like
I don't
when
wear
you
a mic.
The
When you go-
podcast.
It's called
when
a
you go
mic.
to bestbuy.com, it's like Logitech G53.
No, it's not from Best
Just
Buy.
approved. I'm just saying.
It's not from
Oh,
Best Buy.
shameless plug right there.
It's not from Best Buy. So, ha.
I mean, I don't care.
Mine's from Publix.
You can buy it wherever, and I don't. Dude, Publix is the shit.
I found mine in the garbage.
I love
so there you go.
Publix.
I want to work there. Actually, I wanted to work there when I was a kid.
I want to. I've applied.
I still am a kid.
What is Publix?
It's a grocery store.
It's the most
But
dangerous.
they actually have a very small section that is like they have some computer mice and like a headset with
Some
mic
tech
and stuff. Yeah, tech
Alright.
stuff basically. It's like a really good headset and mic for only like $8.99.
That's cool.
I don't believe I've seen this section that you recall of.
I don't think I have any of those.
It's right by the
Anyway.
school. Right by the school supplies.
I've
You can-
never heard of it.
We can get that check out of the way too. So Publix check, Best Buy check.
Guitar Center.
What the hell would we get from Guitar Center?
That's where I got my mic from.
Oh, I see. They're paying you the big bucks now.
Did you buy a guitar too?
No.
You didn't hear?
Why would I buy it?
Dustin's
I
new
heard
lead
someone told me
guitar.
you're starting your own band.
I have enough to deal with already with this podcast. I don't
You
need
guys are gonna
anything
do a
else to
cover
take my
of
time.
Dust in the Wind.
All you are is dust in the wind.
Wow.
Okay,
Dustin and the Pedigree.
I need you guys, everybody who's listening, everybody. Okay, if you are listening, you cannot send it. You have to. If Dustin was in a band, you have to send me this at GLewis.com. What would his band name be? Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to know.
Dustin and the Pettigrews.
Really? Really?
That sounds great. Sounds
Like,
great.
Would his brothers be the backup singer?
Yeah.
No, they
It'd
would.
be like Hanson. You guys remember Hanson?
Hey!
Bop. Bop, baby.
Well, anyway, we got two hosts this week who own, or no, I guess they own, copyright, produce, whatever. They do it all. They do it all for their podcast called Game Bites. Right? That's the whole
Yes, sir.
word. There's nothing after that? Nothing? Unofficial podcast of the universe or something?
Game Bite Gaming News Podcast, I guess.
Yeah. You want to introduce yourselves? I guess we'll go with SIETE since you kind of are the man over there, right? You kind of run it all.
He's the man.
Yeah, I do run it all. You can ask Daft. Daft lazy over here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ramp.
I don't leave GIF out of that.
Daft just eats the
Yeah,
tweet.
yeah,
Guess from
yeah.
Publix.
Yeah, Giphy boy. Yeah.
Using his $8
Nice
mic.
gifts working.
I would contribute news articles if you wanted me to.
I
I've
would.
asked you to. You don't.
Daft, I need 3 articles by Wednesday.
Okay.
That was better.
So,
I just do the copy paste.
So I know you guys were both from the forums. I don't know if that's the only. I'm assuming you guys didn't only listen to. What was your inspiration? Was there like, did you just want to do a podcast, or was there a void that you thought you needed to fill?
Well, Daft, do you want to tell the story, or should I tell it? Because I think it's pretty funny.
You tell it. I don't even remember it that much, to be honest. I'm very sure we were just like, hey, let's do a podcast. And I was like, okay, as long as you do all the editing, because I don't know how to do that.
Alright, to be honest, this was about maybe mid-January. And we're in a Skype call with a couple buddies, Daft and I. And, to be perfectly honest, we were talking about how Podtech had been kind of quiet for a while. We kind of missed out on some good podcasts. And all of a sudden, we kind of got all rebellious. And we're like, we should do a podcast. And Daft's like, yeah, we should. I was like, yeah, we should. And then it was, wait, should we really? And just kind of the conversation went towards, like, it ended up with a website all of a sudden and a feed burner, and then all that just went ballistic. It was just like,
Damn.
overnight, it was just like, all right, we got this podcast name, working on album artwork, got to get a host. Originally there was going to be 4 hosts, that didn't work out too well, but it was just like, oh, it was crazy. It just
I
happened
can think
in,
of another podcast that some of you guys might be listening to that has 3 hosts and it does pretty well. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, I have no problem with the 3 hosts. It's just it's funny how things have changed. It's
I think
like
3 is a
idea
good
comes-
round number.
Oh yeah, it's good.
You want to talk over each other, whatnot. I mean, but so you guys, you obviously do it. I think you're on episode 19, about to record 20 tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah, 20 tomorrow. Not sure what the name will be. It's different every time.
You guys focus on just different video game generic, I guess, kind of, right? Not really. It's like, you don't just deal with Xbox or.
No, I mean, definitely there's been some bias towards Xbox just because we're Xbox gamers. But I mean, we like to cover the bigger stories about everything, you know. We talk about the bigger picture. Lately, it's been a lot of ramble, just kind of going with the flow. But we're starting to step back into a more give you the news type thing and then go on to our BS, so.
Yeah, I think that happens when you get like 20 episodes in because you start to see what your user base is. And then I don't know, you guys said that you hadn't really got into like the whole aspect of trying to get more listeners or be cool with what you got, or I think we talked about that a little bit before we started, and you guys said that you weren't exactly too sure what the situation is like that just yet. I think you'll be getting there on episode 50. You'll just be wondering, you know, and be like, do we? Like,
Well, I mean, I'm always excited to see once we finally went over the cap and got 20 listeners, of course I was real excited. And I'm always pushing it a little bit, and every episode comes out, I like to see how many more listeners we're getting. I mean, I've already had people on Xbox send me messages like, "Hey man, good show," and they're completely random, and it's a hell of a feeling.
Yeah.
But
Wait till you.
cool.
It's always funny when I'm pretty sure I don't know if Dustin plays Halo anymore, but when you play matchmaking and then somebody sends you a message.
What do you mean if you don't know if I play Halo anymore?
I don't know how much you play. You're so busy with your international spy stuff.
I played for 2 hours.
I see him online
today.
sometimes.
So busy with your life.
I played
007
I
Dustin.
played for 2 hours today, and I freaking sucked.
So busy with your life. So,
I get it quite often. Do you ever get when you play matchmaking and someone sends you a message or to the game like, "Oh, dude, love the show"? Well, I guess it's kind of hard for you because do you play on your other gamer tag? And I'm not gonna say what it is, or do you play on your Dustin?
I usually try to play on my Podtacular one whenever I'm open for anyone to kind of join or do something.
Because usually when I see you on, you're on your other one. So I mean that would be easy to not know who you are.
I mean, I'm usually on my other one if I don't really want to be bugged by anyone.
Oh, okay. It's a special friends list, and I'm on it.
it's exclusive. You gotta be on the list.
Guess what, Evs? Are you
There's
on
a waiting
the list?
I'm not even sure.
You have to pay $20 to get on it.
Yep, 1,600 Microsoft points up front. There's not even a 10th prestige lobby or anything. It's just getting his friends list.
If you want to be on Dustin's friends list, you can give us $20. I can make it happen.
GLewis is the bouncer of the Dustin Pettigrew Club.
Do you see some ID? So, I mean, is there anything else that you guys want to say before we move forward with the show, about your show?
Just want to say thanks to all of my good friends out there and all of the people coming from the community we share. You know, that was the hope, is that we'd pull a lot of the same crowd, and it seems like we've done that and a little bit extra. So I want to say thanks to everybody out there.
Well, thank you for being on today. And we also have, I don't think we went into him very much, but Daft is here, right, Daft?
Yeah.
Yeah, Daft.
I've been here before.
You guys might remember Daft. He was on around the same time he started his shows, around January. It's been around 6 months, 7 months since he's been on. Since then, one thing I can say that Daft has done is he made it into the pro clan. Is that right?
I did, although it's now kind of defunct.
Okay. He's one of the illustrious members of the pro clan. If you guys that don't know that, what it is, I think right now, Regime.
What the heck are you doing?
Me?
Yes, you.
Sandpaper much?
Yeah, it sounded like sandpaper.
I'm not even gonna move like last time. I'm just gonna stay still.
Damn, boy.
Have you had a good experience with Pro Clan so far? Have you done anything? I know that Pro Clan's already done it, but have you done anything since you've been in? Like at all?
Which are gone.
Hello?
What? Definitely.
Daft.
Yeah?
Get off Ventrilo. I'm just kidding.
I'm not on Ventrilo.
Ventrio.
You had a good experience in the Pro Clan?
Yeah, you know, it was pretty fun.
Did you play any matches or get some practice?
We played this one couple invasion matches against Halo Wheelmen.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, they were really good. They were like just really coordinated and very very well skilled.
So it didn't work out too well for our team.
Yeah, we lost, but
it's not like Slayer. It's so not like Slayer or objective stuff.
Did you play Dustin? Were you in it?
Yeah, I was in it.
Oh.
Yeah, they were just like really well coordinated with all the the capture points and all the spawn points.
They were spawn raping like crazy.
Who was was it Amplified, Annie, Regime, U2, and somebody else?
Yeah.
Sounds
I can't remember.
right.
It was a while ago.
I think it was nobody.
Ago.
Or Oreo.
It was Cameron.
Yeah, it was Cameron. Cameron.
Well, I mean, Daft, you're also I don't know if you're a co-host or a host, or how you guys do it over there at GameBite. You're a host, right?
I'm one of the 3 permanent co-hosts. Yes.
So we if we wanted to listen to your voice more often, we would find you at the same website.
Yeah, it said GameBite.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys do like a Twitter or Facebook? Or
Not that I know
We've
of.
tried. Yeah, we've tried, and it's not our thing, I guess. I don't know.
I guess it's more like people who are more internet savvy nowadays really are kind of sticking away from it because I don't have a Facebook anymore and I don't go on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's a game.
You don't have a
game
Facebook anymore?
Well, okay, I have one because you can't delete it.
No, it gets
But-
deleted after 2 weeks if you deactivate it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Well, maybe I don't have it anymore.
There you
should
go.
check. I haven't signed in forever. I'm not going to say if anybody else has signed in, but GLewis has never signed in.
To solve your problems for you.
Well, thanks guys for coming on. Check out their podcast at GameBite. Is it on iTunes? I go to the website.
Yeah, we're both on iTunes and Zune, and you can also you can subscribe from the website as well.
So check that out. If you like what we got, I mean, from what I've heard, they're maybe it seems like there's less dead air, I guess, on their show.
We're a lot rowdier. I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean,
So say that they're not as reserved.
explicit too. Just heads up.
oh, maybe you just
Like-
disabled yours, Greg, because your Facebook is still up and people are posting stuff on your wall.
Like me or friends.
The other Gregory
Friends.
James.
Like GLewis is posting stuff.
Kimberly and Lake Lewis.
It's my mom.
Yeah,
She
she
says,
posted
I love you,
something on
baby.
Tuesday.
That's my mama.
Aww.
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 Get yourself back on Facebook.
Well, what we're gonna move on to now, the future of Halo Media, which I don't know if we could be included under this because we are technically Halo Media. But,
Yeah, it's
So this episode is
Good point.
the future of us.
The future is now.
this is more focused on kind of like movie ideas and where
like when I was, I guess the main thing that does this, this is Halo Faith. For those of you guys who didn't know, like me before recently, it's kind of a fan-made project from what I can understand.
before like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, from these guys that are trying to make a live-action Halo movie, not like theatrical or like it's going to be in your theater near you.
it's
which probably-
live action CG.
Oh, you guys just found out about that?
I've known about it for a little while.
I've known about it about 2 years.
I've heard of it, but I have no idea what it is, honestly.
Well,
They don't have
the thing is, there's not much information out there about it.
Yeah, there isn't.
Right.
There's no
Are they
trailer.
trying to get this? Are they trying to get this at like a Sundance Film Festival and whatnot?
That'd be nice.
I don't
It
think
is an
so.
independent film, so they might maybe they'll try to show it. On their website, they say that it's going to come out November. Is it 11th? Did I read that right?
No,
Um,
November 20th.
20th. And they're going to show it in Toronto in an IMAX, which is pretty awesome. I don't live in Toronto. But
The thing
be
is, we
pretty
haven't seen any kind of development on this movie, so what are we to expect from this?
I don't know. Maybe we
Well,
should
there's
do it.
been screenshots and stuff of.
I haven't
uh,
seen any screenshots.
This guy's
Oh,
a
there's
Twitter, right?
there's some on there. There's a lot of weapon props and.
Well,
there's a
they're
lot
not
of-
actually screenshots. They're like just pictures of these guys walking around a baseball field. I mean, it's not.
I think they've got one or two on there where it's like it's a scene, and it's a scene after they've touched it up with CGI, and the scene prior to that. There might be two of those actually.
I don't see it.
Somewhere in their Facebook.
Somewhere on their Facebook, which is a horrible way to have like a website.
Facebook.com/the
It's
Halo.
just in their photos somewhere. I mean, I've seen it. I know I've seen it. We've talked about it once or twice on our show.
I'm gonna try to email them and see if they'll want to do an interview because I think everybody is kind of in the same seat where they're really excited about it, but nobody has any idea what's going on. I'll email them and see if they want to come on. They might know who we are.
Not to derail from Halo, but they have some other pictures out there. It might just be one of them, but they're speculating these same guys want to do a Red Dead Redemption fan movie as well.
That's pretty cool. If you guys search on YouTube for this, they had a contest for like a teaser. They're pretty cool. Most of them were really awesome.
Oh yeah.
Fan-made shorts about Halo. The ones that were the best were kind of more focused on people rather than like Spartans or Halo-related stuff, more like just normal people, and then they kind of like added Halo themes to it. That was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never tried.
Oh, we'll go on.
No, I was saying I've never tried to make a real movie, so I'm not gonna say I could have done any better. But these look pretty awesome. I don't think I could have done anywhere close to what these guys did.
Yeah, I think a Red Dead movie would probably be pretty easy to make, because just go film it in like California, or, like the Arizona wilderness or something. Probably wouldn't really need
the Red Dead one? Is
special-
that what you're talking about?
I don't
Red
know.
Dead movie. You wouldn't need any special effects. Just get old Western clothing and like horses and stuff and guns.
I don't know how it would be easy to get a horse to go where you want it to go.
Let's get a trained horse.
Oh, yeah. Got plenty of those.
That can take some time though.
Yeah.
But the on their website / page, I don't even know if it's a website. I think it's just the guy who makes it has a website, and they have a page for Halo Faith. And
No, that's just an interview that they did.
oh, this is why do they have a whole section for it on their top?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway.
Oh, now the cat's out of the bag.
Well, they said that there's people on this that are on this movie that they said are from Avatar, from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, from the Hulk.
Yeah, but I mean there's no context to this to this movie.
I want to know who this person is, like the guy who worked on the Hulk. Who is it? Is it really like a CG action guy?
It's the Hulk. It's the
Or
Hulk.
is it the press secretary?
Yeah, like the guy bringing the director his mug of coffee. The guy setting up the refreshments table, like the fruits and the cheeses and stuff.
Okay, even though
It was the guy behind the guy.
I'm kind of being kind of skeptical, and I guess that maybe they're trying to hide it so that we'll come up with our own ideas. But their pictures really do look cool for what they do have. Nothing's like from scenes; they're just like guys standing around. Maybe they're trying to go through, their acting, but stuff looks cool. It looks real.
Well, the thing is that at this point, if you've been working on a movie for 5 years, then you'll have some kind of content that will drive people to get hyped up about this. And there's no real content out there for us to really kind of evaluate and determine whether this is going to be something we're going to enjoy or end up maybe possibly regretting.
Has this guy made any other movies, or is this like his first movie?
This is
his
like
first
his
movie.
first
This is
independent directing.
Right, low
I
budget.
think it's his first project. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
on
find you
that
that
note,
picture, Dustin, but I haven't heard
like long development cycle. Kind of that note, L.A. Noire, a game that recently came out, which was really good, got lots of great reviews. That game was in development for like 7 years. And I know there's a difference between movies and like games, but like, I mean, it's similar enough as far as development goes. And L.A. Noire, yeah, it took like 7 years, tons of work hours for the development team, but it turned out great.
Yeah, but for how long was it like announced though?
I think they originally announced it back in like 2006, and with a teaser, and then it didn't come out till 2011. So, but it turned out great. So I mean,
in defense of
the movie's
Halo
taken
Faith,
a while,
Yeah, in defense of these guys, it's an independent film, and the fact that it's a Halo property and they don't actually own it at all. Like, they could just be doing this out of love. Like, I don't really see how they can make their money back on it without
the Halo movie.
Some kind of law problems. No, the Halo Faith, this independent movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that they would have some kind of thing like with Red vs. Blue does through Microsoft, because you can't. I mean, I can see how me and you could just make a movie about Halo, right? We couldn't make money on it. We could make the movie.
Yeah.
But we couldn't actually try to sell it or make any kind of money whatsoever from it. Or Microsoft would sue us because we're stealing their intellectual property. Even if you could say that, this Spartan looks way different. They're calling it Halo Faith, okay? We all know what it is. So either they're going to have some kind of agreement with Microsoft, or they're just not going to make any money. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might just be a project out of love. And if that's the case, I mean, the reason you see so much teased and trailered for big like A-list movies is because they got to make their money back somehow, so they have to get the word out. But with something like this, I mean, independent movies, a lot of the time you don't hear anything about them until they're like in the big theater, or if at all. I mean, there's plenty of movies that come out every year that no one hears about until a lot later on.
Yeah. Until after they win the Emmy.
Yeah.
It looks really good from what I can see, but it's not movie mode. It's just showing props and stuff. All that stuff looks great. I'm not gonna say I'm skeptical. It just seems like if they're 5 months away from releasing it, I would assume that they would have most, if not all, of the movie already done.
Yeah.
You know, I would just assume that. So I'm pretty sure after all the stuff you've already done, you could make a teaser or a trailer. Like, if November 20th, we're just gonna have a whole bunch of props.
You gotta take budget into account. I mean, how much money could this thing cost for them, right?
I don't know.
They gotta be taking out some loans or something.
If they already have, the all the scenes and already shot everything. The trailer shouldn't be that cost. I mean, you can go on YouTube, but the hosting's free. I'm gonna assume they already have somebody who's editing the movie. They've already set that up so they can have him make the trailer. I mean, if you give me scenes of this, I'll make the trailer. I'll figure it. We got people in Podtacular that can make montages. We'll figure it out.
Right.
We can wrap it. We can
you
advertise.
need really good
montage
prop making people with making the physical castings for guns and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of work.
They had to pay for the people that manufacture it. I mean, they look real. I would assume that these clips and everything come out. I mean, I guess they're not just a big piece of plastic.
Oh yeah.
But if it is, it looks like a really good piece of plastic.
I'm not hoping for so much with it as that at most have it be like a full length movie, like an hour and a half. And I mean, as long as it's like low, even like sci-fi channel quality, like that would would be genuinely good. Like it would be live action Halo stuff.
Yeah.
It'd just be cool.
It'd just be cool to watch. I mean, if you're a Halo fan, you should just like it. But
Maybe
if you're
if it was,
just a
like,
movie
really-
guy, you might not like it so much.
Yeah, maybe if it was like really well done, and then a big studio would pick those guys up to do something more high budget, high production.
And probably the guys in the props and stuff they're guys that do this anyways, like for Comic-Con and stuff like that. They just make props in the garage.
Yeah, you don't. I can't see how if somebody makes them look that good and they don't already have a job in doing it. This couldn't have been the first time they've done it.
Yeah.
Hidden talent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not only going to talk about Halo Faith. It's like 343. It's not really new, but they're continuing to do it where they make
there's Waypoint
movies.
content. Yeah, the anime stuff.
Motion comics.
The motion comics, that's what you call it. And those are pretty awesome. You guys, I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen the majority of them. You guys think those look cool?
Yeah, I've been watching a couple of them on Halo Waypoint. I think the last one I saw in its entirety was the one out of Halo Evolutions with the Elite, and he goes back to the planet that he glassed. I'm not sure what that one's called. But I know they did one, the Mona Lisa, recently, about the flood infestation on that ship.
See, Halo Legends was just enough to make me really not care.
You thought it was that bad?
I didn't think it was necessarily that bad. I just didn't think it was that great.
I wasn't really blown away either.
The only one I thought was stupid, to be 100% honest.
I mean, the only things I really watch on Waypoint now, like on a consistent basis, is the Spartan Life, and maybe the top 5, but that's about it.
I barely ever go on Waypoint.
I watch all the stuff about the history when they go into detail. All that's pretty cool because there's some stuff on there that you wouldn't just get from paying attention to the games, and I would really pay attention. And there was some stuff I learned from all of the movies that they show.
Right. I've gone to Waypoint a couple times. They've had some kind of almost dumb stuff on there, hey, to make campaign more fun, pile a bunch of vehicles on Scarab before you blow it up for a huge explosion. Like, they literally made a video basically telling you to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
and sometimes the stuff they show
They're like,
is,
yeah, here
obvious
on the
stuff.
first level of Reach, Winter Contingency, get in those farmer trucks and race around.
we can't be hating them that much. I mean, I think they're doing pretty good for keeping fans entertained.
I
Maybe
think
they're Maybe they're
I think
doing the whole
Waypoint came
milking
too
process.
early. I think it came
Dude.
too early because, like, okay, it's 343 controlled, right? So they could use that as the main source of information for, like, about Halo Anniversary, Halo 4, if they wanted to, right? So, you know, I think it kind of came too early back when Bungie was still controlling that stuff. So, like, cool, like, actually the worthwhile information and videos, like, weren't really, like, on there yet. So they kind of had to make, like, filler, like, not as good stuff.
Well, the guys that do all the intel and everything, I'm going to assume the guys from Certain Affinity not Certain Affinity, what was that called?
Ascended Justice.
Ascended Justice, they got hired, right? They work there
Yeah,
now.
yeah, they did.
I'm going to assume that they're going to be, they are the guys that are doing all the breakdown.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that would seem right.
I don't know if it actually is them. That's what I would assume it would be. And then I'm going to guess that Angel kind of, she's like the content organizer?
No,
is she like in
she's-
charge of
she's
it? Or she
community
just
manager.
writes stuff?
No, she does the blog and she's a community manager.
So she decides what's going on, what they're going to do.
I guess.
She has a segment on there. She does like her favorite screenshots of the week.
Well, yeah,
or
that's
something
a
like
carryover from Honey McBloggy though.
that.
I don't really get why they have a whole section for podcasts and they have 0 podcasts.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Maybe they'll put some in there in the future.
We're on the if you go to like Halo,
We're on community links. That's the only
Yeah.
thing on, if that's what you're talking about.
we're on community links. I mean, are we the only podcast on there?
It's not much of a stretch to just copy the link over, you would think.
Yeah, I mean, this RSS feed, bam, got it.
I think it'd be cool if you could play the show off of Halo Waypoint from the Xbox. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Is Ascended Justice still a website? I thought that Ascended Justice
no,
was.
yeah, it's still up. I mean, they have everything archived there, so I don't see
Okay.
why they would be taking it down.
Because it's their #1 length, and I was like, it doesn't do anything anymore. I don't see.
Well, they just don't post there. I mean, BS Angel still has her website there. She just doesn't post there anymore.
Did they just in order? Like, no. Did they just
What do you
in
mean
alphabetical
order?
No, not order. Yeah, it's alphabetical order. Because I was like, Podtacular comes before Red vs. Blue. What's up? And I was like, oh god, it must be.
Yeah, we're definitely not as popular as Red versus Blue.
They're running rights on here too. Yeah, when was the last time they did an episode? They do it quite often as well.
Last night.
Oh, they did? Okay. Oh, you were on it. Okay. That's how you know. How did that go? Did that go well?
It was pretty good.
like their
Cruel
episodes?
Legacy was on there.
Did they have good shows? I never listened.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
So you've been on there before.
Yeah,
So this is how many times have you been on there?
twice as a backstage pass, and once as a guest host.
What's a backstage pass?
Ask questions based on the stuff or maybe content related to the guest. So if you answer,
So you
one of
help
the
these guys
questions-
out a lot. That's what it sounds like.
I help Kate out a lot, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
But I mean, I still answer the questions. So if you get the question right, you get a backstage pass, and you get to be in with the game that the podcast is being hosted on, and then you get to play a game with them afterwards.
Who is Legendary? Do you know who that is?
No idea.
Is it somebody we know?
No,
I am legendary.
Yeah, because there's somebody
no,
named
that's I am
Legendary.
Legend.
There's somebody named Legendary, and sorry, I don't know who you are. They said that they've added me as a friend on Xbox Live on 2 of their gamer tags, and they said they work for 343. I don't know who it is.
Oh, note to people adding me on Xbox: if you send me a random friend request, I'm not going to accept it. You because I only have like 3 spots left.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was.
So if you want to send me a friend request and put something in the voice part of it saying why you're sending me a friend request. And don't be as just because you listen to the show and you think it's a good show. Put something in there that'll convince me to add you as a friend.
I want you to add me because I like you and I like your voice on the show.
Sell it. You will add anybody
if I recognize your gamer tag from a game I've played recently, I'll accept then as well. But if you're just like blind sending me friend requests, put something in that voice thing, because that's the only voice thing I listen to. I don't listen to any voice messages I get except for those. So.
Like it. Awesome. Like it.
Just a side note.
I feel like that since Halo 2 was offline, we really should have gotten the bigger friends list a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's got to be some other.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out and they make you pay for it.
Maybe the fall update of the dashboard will have.
You really think?
Awesome.
You think they're gonna make you pay?
I think they might make you pay for it because I heard there's gonna be an Xbox Live Diamond. But which is going to be above gold.
Dude,
no, it's going to be diamond, like another membership tier. It's going to have like live TV.
Yep.
Live
you pay
TV
enough
on your
for
Xbox.
gold as it is. There's no reason to have another tier.
Of course there isn't, but they want more
If I
money.
get TV on my Xbox and I can cancel Comcast, I will do it tomorrow.
They already raised the rate on the gold subscriptions.
Yeah.
But
Tough times,
Because
you
they
know.
need more content, you know.
things are getting more
tough times,
expensive. You got to think about it. The inflation. It's been $50 for forever. I wouldn't say it's terrible.
Microsoft has plenty of money.
I mean, maybe they don't want to lose for each division. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Xbox division doesn't have the company account credit card to the whole thing. I mean, I may be wrong. However,
I mean, Xbox is still the number one selling console.
Even above Wii? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
Yep.
Wii's
Wii was winning back when it first came out. Then everyone's like, I don't care about this anymore.
They're not doing so hot right now.
Yeah. I think
like a month ago on Major Nelson Radio, they said that Xbox was still the most selling console according to the
What radio show?
National Retail something.
What
Major Nelson Radio.
Oh, Major Nelson.
in Japan, though.
Well, we sell the most at Best Buy. We probably sell more Xboxes than anything else. I don't work very often, but when I do work, I'll probably sell like 3 Xboxes
You
a
work
day.
for Dos Equis.
Yes. Dos Equis. I am.
I believe the Diamond service that DaftLink's talking about is it's on top of your gold. It's an additional $8, and I think they're thinking of more like
whoa, $8 a month.
yeah. It's a monthly thing.
What?
They add like a lot of live TV, like they're working
Live
with a lot
TV
of
to your
companies,
Xbox, yes.
satellite companies to get a lot of
it's
these
that
channels from
thing.
TV on your Xbox.
Wait.
So that way you
Oh, I've heard of this.
yeah. So you can like cancel your TV service.
Okay,
as
wait,
long as
hold
you
on.
have internet.
Okay,
Well,
that's a little
Somebody
bit
tell me
different,
this.
though.
Somebody tell me this.
That's different.
Okay, so somebody tell me this. There's the Xbox Live Diamond card. Who else has one in their wallet right now?
No, it's not that one, though. That's
Tell me. I
old,
want to know. Let me know.
That's defunct. It's discontinued.
Does anybody have one?
Yeah, I don't have.
No.
No.
I don't have one either.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't have one.
But like, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if
You
they
old
tacked
Greg.
on the larger friends list to the live TV package.
That would be a really, really.
I could see it happening. You know
No,
what I mean? Like,
Microsoft would piss so many people off if that happened.
they already pissed tons of people off. So
Who, Microsoft?
yeah.
Would they make it mandatory?
I mean, they've
Hopefully
already
not.
hinted on the fact that it's coming and that it would be part of an update. I don't see them. There's no strategic value in them putting it into another tier that you have to pay for more.
Well, of course there isn't. It's just about money.
They already bumped it up $10 without giving us any extra features.
Right.
So there needs to be
Well-
some justification there.
I mean, it is.
They have.
Although
You
you
have a
could
PS3?
consider Xbox Live not getting mass hacked.
Do you
a
have
nice
a
feature.
PS3? I mean, do you try to play online on that thing? Seriously? Do you try to download stuff? It takes forever.
On Xbox?
On PS3.
Oh, yeah, PS3 takes forever.
I mean, you have to. These things
No,
cost
PS3.
money.
Yeah, PS3 is horrible when it comes to downloading stuff.
Like when
At
you.
this point, with the price increase, I feel like I'm paying for like 3 things. Security is one. You know, like being another would be like as advanced as it is. Like it is definitely quicker than the PS3, and it's definitely like a whole lot better than the Wii. And you're also paying for opportunities at this point. I mean, look at all the extra stuff that isn't game relevant that they have on there now. I mean, it's crazy. Like, it really is for everybody else just besides us, you know?
For your mom, auntie.
And then there's
grandma.
matchmaking.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you can play games, too.
Servers, yeah.
Well,
You
matchmaking.
play games on Xbox? That's weird. Crazy.
Hopefully they'll add, they'll make the front end bigger in that update. The new Xbox experience.
Yeah, we might hear something. Well, I know that Call of Duty Elite thing. I hate to bring Call of Duty up on a Halo podcast, but the Call of Duty Elite thing is going to make it so that you can have, you can make clans and stuff on the internet, like on the
See,
on the
that
web
needs to
portal.
happen in Halo 4.
That's not going to be... that's not an Xbox game. It's going to be a browser-based game.
A service, right?
Yeah, it's a service, but it's like connected to your game on the Xbox, so that if there's a bunch of your guys in this group, like say you got a group like the No Scope.
That's a separate system, though. That's a separate system.
But I mean, it's like it's integrated into the game. Modern Warfare 3 and soon Black Ops. Like Modern Warfare 3 is being shipped with Call of Duty Elite integration. Like it's kind of like how on Bungie.net you can download a map to your console from the web portal. It's like the same thing.
Right,
Like it's
right.
just it's binding them.
No, it's a Bungie.net for Call of Duty. Is basically what I've heard it described as.
But it's more relevant in the game. I mean, that's what I've picked up from it. I mean, that's what we've talked about on our shows. That it's like a secondary GUI for your game, and it'll be if only you pay for it. But the free version isn't like that. But if the paid version is for your game too. So I'm assuming that if you set up these clans and these groups, then you'll get like invitations and you can see who's online from the game, from the Xbox on there.
Right.
Right.
So it's kind of like Call of Duty with the Halo 2 system, a little bit.
That sounds pretty awesome. I mean, I don't... I still don't like the gameplay. Sorry, Infinity or whoever's making it. But that's something like IGN just did something on Steal the Game, Halo. If any of you guys read it, it's basically what other games should take from the Halo universe and put in theirs. If there's something that Halo 4 should steal from Halo 2, it's that. I mean, if one thing. It was just so much easier. I don't know. I guess I just relate everything that Halo Reach doesn't have that Halo 2 did have. For one thing, because it's an older game. For another thing, because Halo 2 was just so awesome. So
What?
Huh?
Are we at a pause here? Like, what's going on?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we can are.
I swore
Okay,
So
okay. I gotta leave it. Not now, but pretty darn soon.
yeah. Well, I mean, this is gonna be kind of a short show, anyways.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
2
in
minutes?
terms of yeah, in terms of
We get off now.
that, I mean, we kind of pretty much covered what we thought of the Halo movie. Because I mean, the only kind of content that we've seen, or at least from what I've noticed so far, is the soundtrack stuff that they've been putting up on YouTube.
11:30:27.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm assuming you guys have seen those.
I have not. I've seen the poster though, with the legendary symbol.
They said 15 minutes.
That looks pretty cool.
I mean, like on YouTube, like they have a YouTube channel, but all their videos are the. Greg, mute your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Oh,
hear your
sorry.
whole
I
conversation.
thought I mic'd it. I thought I muted.
No,
Is this mic? I have 2
you're
mics.
podcasting noob, Greg.
No, I have 2 mics on my computer.
You sure you're using the right one? Maybe
I
that's
think the reason why you could hear everything is because it's using my built-in one.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be using like your headset one?
Well, I just thought it was automatic. So,
No, it's not.
can you hear
Oh.
me, friends?
That's a lot better.
Wow.
We good?
Yeah, that's a lot
They're
better.
merry. Yeah.
We
Wow.
good. All right, so we
No,
got like
we
10
don't have
minutes
any.
to do this.
We don't have any
I
other
got-
ambient noise.
Or we can just wrap me out of this as soon as possible. Sorry, she's gonna
Great,
wake up
man.
at 5. So
No, we'll wrap this up.
I understand. I don't want to be mean,
We'll wrap this up. So, I mean, that's pretty much the only content we have from the movie. It's
From
pretty
Halo
much,
Faith.
yeah, it's pretty much the interview, and I'll put the link in the post on podtacular.com for the show of the interview with the director, and he's been the director of, he hasn't been the director. How would you describe it? Would it be more or less a supporting director? The link I sent you
I
guys.
believe we lost Greg.
Yeah, he might have just went ahead and gone to bed. It says this 20-year-old visionary had previously been shortlisted as Canes a few years ago and was able to attract production talent for Halo Faith that had previously worked on. Okay, so basically he's gotten people that have worked on some of these other feature films to help with Halo Faith. So things like Avatar,
The Hulk.
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So movies like that, which, I mean, those were pretty big movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a lot of like special effects.
Especially
and,
Avatar.
Yeah. A lot of special effects and props and stuff.
Yeah, those are very big, Yeah, they were all very big computer animation based movies.
Right. Right, and this movie is supposed to be a mix of live action and CG, so that would make sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like a big one of those Neil Blomkamp Halo trailers, kind of.
Oh yeah, those were pretty cool. Yeah.
So
Yeah, the Halo Landfall trailers.
That was basically like training for District 9 for him.
Yeah, eventually when they cut him off from the actual movie.
Yeah.
So do you guys think you'd
Supposedly,
be
next year.
excited for this, even though we haven't really been given much details into this movie, or?
Yeah,
I
I
am.
mean, I'd be interested in a Halo fanfic. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm right with you, Dustin. When I didn't really like Halo Legends that much either, except for maybe one or two of the short films there. But
Right.
I mean, this sounds like this is right up our alley for sure.
I mean,
Most
if
people's
it's
alley.
done right and it's done well, it could be a big hit, I think.
Yeah, I think it can be. I think it can be
Right.
too. And if they take it to Sundance, I mean, it's going to get a big crowd just from the Halo label in itself. And if it's good, I mean, who knows where
It's
it'll
just
go
that
after.
if it's supposed to be out in 4 months, you would have thought we would have seen like an actual trailer by now,
Yeah.
or maybe that's just me.
No, I don't know.
No.
It seems like I said earlier, I mean, these independent films, you usually don't see a trailer for them. They just kind of show up, and then you'll see stuff supporting them later on.
Right.
I mean, that's just what I've picked up. I mean, there's lots of movies that make it big, like out of Sundance. I mean, Human Centipede, 500 Days of Summer, stuff like that. There's never trailers for them, but they go to these independent film festivals. They do really well, and then you'll hear about them, and then you'll see trailers.
Right.
So
yeah,
that
but
might
maybe like they want to see if it really catches on before they go to the effort of making like a trailer and stuff. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe, but they're not giving us anything to bite on.
Yeah.
It's just a hook on
Well, I
the
mean,
water.
they're giving us Halo,
At least some stills.
Well, all it is a hook on the water. There's no bait.
Yeah. Some still
That's
images would be nice, screenshots.
Right. So
We'll see.
I don't know. And then there's the 343 side of things with the whole animated comic and anime stuff, which I really couldn't care much about at the moment. I mean,
I'm just not much into anime.
I understand trying to appeal to a different culture.
Different
But-
crowds.
Yeah,
Right.
it just to me it doesn't work for Halo. That's
Yeah,
not
I
what
really
Halo's
don't
about.
think I really don't think most Halo fans care about anime at all. It's not
Well,
like
I mean-
Dragon Quest crowd or something.
I mean, there's really two different kinds of Halo, right? I mean, there's the games and there's the universe. I mean, like with a lot of things, there's whatever it started as, and then there's whatever it's become. I mean, for a lot of people, it's the same kind of thing with Star Wars or Star Trek, so on and so forth. It's like the media it started on is the big one, but then there's the universe and the extended stuff that a lot of other people fall into, but not as much as the original crowd.
Yeah.
And 343 is really, I mean, there hasn't been a game from 343 yet. I mean, we've seen that there's going to be one, but so far they've just shown us.
There's going to be two.
Yeah, there's going to be two. I mean, they've just really shown
one
us
and a
what the
half.
universe stuff.
Right, yeah.
1.5.
1.5. So we'll just have to see, I guess.
Yeah. So, if you guys have any comments, send them in, and we'll read them next week.
No submissions?
I mean, we have a few, but we're kind of going with people just trying to send stuff in and see if we actually get people to send stuff in on their own. Because, I mean, we shouldn't have to ask every week for people to send stuff in. So that's
we stopped asking.
Send stuff in about anything, like just like stories or questions or anything.
Asked for on the like when we were doing rotations and stuff. So customs, tales, any kind of custom maps or forged maps or anything like that would fly without a problem. So
Alrighty.
anything like that would work.
When are the new forums going to be up?
I'm wondering the same thing.
Don't rush an artist. Don't rush an artist.
It's when I have time, which right now I'm doing a number of different things. So I have so much stuff that I want to do and trying to do that I don't have time to do everything and or get to anything in that regard. So I mean, I've dabbed on it here and there, but I mean, I have my script I'm trying to write. I have the forums I'm trying to redo, the IRC, getting live streaming set up and working on top of about 5 or 6 other personal things I try to do during my free time. So
yeah.
there's a lot going on. And
the life of a podcast host. I feel you, man.
It's a podcast host plus some because I'm trying to do some stuff that's outside of Podtacular as well.
Community manager and
oh gosh, yeah. Like I mean, I'm an admin over at Cyberline Films.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, but it's fun at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you guys have any thoughts or comments about the Halo Faith project, or maybe any kind of other Halo media related stuff, not necessarily montages or machinima things. We're kind of talking more like
books,
official media. So yeah,
are there any new books coming out? Like, isn't Cryptum like gonna have like a trilogy?
Halo Glassland's coming out.
Oh, I heard of that. Yeah.
I think it comes out in October.
I still need to finish frickin' Onyx.
Oh, Halo Glasslands is the sequel.
What is Glasslands going to be like? Oh, a sequel to Onyx?
It takes place after Halo 3. The Covenant and human relations taking place after Halo 3.
So what Halo 4 is supposed to be about?
This is kind of in between Halo 3 and Halo 4. Yeah. But it's also the sequel to Ghosts of Onyx, so I should see where it's
There is no gap between Halo 3 and Halo 4.
Well, kind of.
I mean, unless you're talking about the gap between
they're different locations first.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've always been really interested about like post Halo 3, like what happens to like the Covenant. Like, I mean, I guess they break up, right? And like where do the humans like go from there? You know?
Well, I mean, if you read Halo Evolutions, they've hinted at some stuff, and they've kind of hinted at probably what Halo Glasslands is going to be about, where it's kind of this union between the elites and the humans. And I mean, even the cover that they've shown for Halo Glasslands is an elite and an ODST in the back of a Pelican or something like that. So
they're like kind of helping each other out.
That's the assumption so far.
What the elites should do, I remember at the end of Halo 3, like Lord Admiral Hood or whatever, he's like, we will rebuild as we always have.
Yeah.
And Arbiter's like, whatever. Yeah. He's like, thanks for sticking with Chief till the end, and then they shake hands and.
Yeah, I mean, the elites don't have
then
to
the Arbiter
rebuild.
leaves. I'm like, the elites should have stayed and helped the humans rebuild. Like, give us some of your nice elite technology and stuff.
Maybe that's what this
kind of your fault that we're in such a crap hole right now.
We're in shambles. You might want to help us here.
Yeah.
Interesting. I just checked my Twitter account, and I had 8 follower requests somehow. And apparently, Lynette Carrington, who in the description says the PR and publicity for Halo Faith, is requesting to follow me on Twitter.
That's cool.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if this person is for real or...
Could be.
You could try.
I mean, I'm accepting for now, but...
Yeah, I'd really like to see an interview of them from you guys. That'd be really cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think you guys could ask the right questions. I'm sure they've got a lot to say. I just don't think that they have yet,
I mean,
Right.
for as auspicious of a project that this thing is being portrayed as, it seems like we know very little about it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Maybe they know it's not really that good and they don't want to hype it up. I hope not, but I'm just saying.
Maybe they just don't have enough money for advertisement. Spend all the money on the movie.
They've got pictures of posters up at bus stops and stuff like that.
That's cool.
But that could just be the extent of their... I mean, where are those bus stops, That's probably a question.
California?
Well, maybe, but at least it's the hometown of where they're filming it, right? Or in Toronto, where they're going to show it in the actual theater.
Yeah, I guess it would probably be more known, locally.
I just want to know how they're going to release it, if they can get money for it, are they going to...
I thought I read it was going to be distributed through machinima.com or something like that.
So, is it going to... in that case, is it going to be a series, or is it just going to be a movie on YouTube?
Probably just a movie on the internet is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe they'll give us a copy.
Which is a really good way to distribute it, because, most people can access the internet, so...
Yeah, the people that are following this, right?
Yeah.
I could see it maybe coming out in theaters later.
Yeah, maybe later.
Depending on how good the response is.
Well, like we've already said, the rights too. You can't make money off of it if you don't own it, so...
They would need to make some kind of deal with Microsoft if Microsoft was willing.
Yeah, maybe when Microsoft sees how popular it is, how many hits it gets, they'll say, hey, cut us in on this deal, we'll let you put it in theaters or something.
Or Microsoft will give them a bunch of money.
Market it or something. Yeah.
Right. Give them a bunch of money to make a more high budget one. Better special effects and stuff, maybe.
Yeah, and I believe Bungie officially hands over the reins of Halo to Microsoft on August 2nd, I believe.
Yeah, August 2nd.
To fully give over the title.
Yeah.
That's what we were going to be talking about tomorrow on our show.
Okay. Very nice.
Very nice.
Well, that wraps up kind of a pretty short show for this week. Not much has been going on, but this has kind of been a growing topic in Halo, in the Halo community. So I thought it might be a good one to kind of do for this week, since this week is kind of coming to a close already. So, like we said earlier, go ahead and submit your stuff. We'll take pretty much any and everything at submissions@podtacular.com. And make sure you check out the homepage for updates on when we might be doing our next recording and other things. Hopefully that's related to the upcoming Halo stuff like Halo CE Anniversary and Halo 4. So make sure you check that out at podtacular.com. And while you're there, check out the forums where we have a pretty big community base of fellow Halo players, and we play other games occasionally from time to time, so check them out as well. And while you're there, if you're feeling generous, please subscribe to the show on iTunes and Zoom Marketplace, and help us with hosting by donating through PayPal.
Like Aswell Fit did a while back.
Yeah, we had someone donate $69.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't recognize the name though, and I asked a few other people, and they didn't recognize it either.
Secret Santa.
Yeah, anonymous donor.
I mean,
Anonymous.
we actually
anonymous.
are getting the occasional donation every now and then, but I'm still paying a good amount out of pocket.
I know I've made this vow outside of the show before, but I've vowed after listening to a couple of your episodes a while back, I told myself I would someday donate like $1,000 or something. So look forward to that when I have money.
Yeah,
I would donate if I had a job, some income.
Yeah.
Getting a job soon. I mean, this show's been an inspiration for our show, so it seems right enough.
Okay.
Put a $1,000 in your pocket, so you can hold me to that someday.
Nah, it's cool. I mean, we're free for a reason, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you feel like donating, then that would be awesome. But if not, then enjoy the show. Also, I will be. Well, the plan is right now I will be attending Halo Fest.
Oh, cool.
So
right
we'll
on.
probably be doing a couple shows from there as well. So that should be interesting.
With some guests?
I'm sure we'll probably have quite a few guests.
Yeah.
With the kind of crowds that we're in, we'll probably get some interviews with some 343 staff. Who knows?
Maybe squeeze out some good Halo 4 info? Halo Anniversary?
Possibly.
Yeah, pry those guys, man.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens.
I'm sure there'll probably be some kind of big trailer or something at Halo Fest, right? More information.
I would. Yeah, there would have to be something.
I mean, they
Yeah.
got to tie us over for a year and a half still. I mean,
No, I mean until what would be after Halo Fest? I guess PAX East
All right.
would be the next big conference.
For the game itself, they've got to keep us tied. It's a long way.
Well,
until
I mean-
Halo 4.
I mean, every convention they're gonna release something new.
Yeah.
So I mean, Halo Fest. Since it's Halo Fest, I would assume they're gonna make some pretty big announcements. At least I would hope.
I would hope too.
Oh, yeah, like a gameplay trailer or something. Basically, just
something.
more gameplay information, yeah.
Anyways, before we wrap up, do you guys want to plug your podcast?
Sure.
Yeah. Head on down to GameBitePodcast.com. We're looking for guest hosts every week, someone new, someone fresh, and feel free to submit. Feel free to listen.
Yeah.
Working hard out there.
Gaming news, gaming speculation, discussion, reflection.
Yeah, Gaming Babble. We've also just opened up Cinebite Podcast, which is a subsidiary podcast about movies, so look forward to that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Cinnabon?
Yeah, like a Cinnabon. That's what the album artwork is probably gonna look like. Like a cinnamon roll with a movie reel in it sticking out.
That'd be actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what we've
Oh,
been.
yeah, like movie reel cinnamon bun, yeah.
Yeah, Private Church and I have been in the trucks with Private Church.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening, guys, and until next week, keep on fragging trucks.